Welcome back to the Glow Up Podcast. I'm your host, Natasha, and today's topic might hit home. He's losing interest. It is time to detach. I know those moments when something feels off, but you keep telling yourself and keep hoping that it is in your head. Sis, it's not. So let's talk about it today with compassion, clarity, and a whole lot of boss energy. Let's get into it. That's the part that we overlook too often. Our gut tells us something isn't right, but we constantly say in our head. When something doesn't feel right, usually it isn't. So now let's talk about, or let's take a deeper look at why is it so hard to let go even when we know this person is slipping, and sometimes you've invested your time, your energy, and you saw potential. You've invested your emotions, and it's just a lot that you've invested into. Also, you remember who he was and not who he is. That's really because you meet someone, and let's say if you've ever had a narcissistic encounter, you know narcissists are programmed in a way that they pretend, and there's the love bombing stage where they pretend so well and they show you this person's perfection. You're like, oh yes, and then once the relationship advances, that changes. So now you're left with, okay, no, but he can be this, he could be that, because he was that. No, we're going to take people for what they are in this moment. Crave closure, or you crave a clear explanation. Too many times we gotta have the answers. Like, we need closure. We can't move on without closure. Sometimes the closure is just you moving on. Sometimes the closure is just doing better for yourself and learning to detach, honestly. You're afraid of starting over. I mean, it's not easy to start over. It's always hard to, the fear of the unknown is always there, but starting over, I mean, you never know what's waiting for you, honestly. And part of you thinks you could fix it if you try one more time. Let me just give this one more shot. Let me give him one more shot. He could do better. He could get it right. There was a time when he was good. Listen, no one is perfect, but y'all know when it's time. Okay, so we're going to trust our gut, and we're going to stop giving chances after chances, because you teach people how to treat you. You can never convince someone to want you. A love that's literally meant for you will never feel like confusion. It will be clear. And even on the bad days, that love you're just gonna know that this is good love. We're just having a bad day. But you cannot have a bad day 7 days out of the week, sis. Detachment does not mean that you do not care. Detachment literally means that you are protecting yourself. You're choosing to protect your peace, and you're protecting yourself, and you care about yourself more, as you should. So here's what detachment really looks like. And I may have gone over this before, but here's what detachment really looks like. This is when you know you're onto progress, and you're no longer settling for almost love. Okay, so you stop initiating. If he wants to reach out, he will, and if he does not, that's all the information you need to know that it's time to go. You stop over explaining and proving your worth. Okay, a person should know your worth, and you should not have to constantly explain and constantly sell yourself. You shouldn't have to. You reclaim your emotional energy. You put your phone down, seriously, put it down, turn it off, turn the ringer off, and go live. Because some of us are truly not living. We spend every single day of our lives just literally waiting and waiting. Okay, he's going to call every minute of the day. You're checking your phone. Oh, did he call? Did he call? Did he call? Listen, we're not doing that. We are literally not going to be doing that. Put your phone down, turn the ringer off, whatever you have to do, and go live. Some of us are truly not living. We spend every minute of our day waiting and watching those phones, policing the phone. Did he call? Did he call? Will he ever call? It doesn't matter. Put the phone down and go live. Okay. You shift your focus back to your friends, family, hobbies, whatever. You should not have to lose yourself while you're in a relationship. You should have an identity of your own. So now we're going to shift our focus back to what the things that we liked before this person. Who was I before this person? What did I like before this person? We got to learn to understand that pulling back is not petty. It's literally just power. Let's take a look at the soft detach method. And what this means is basically just slowly pulling back your emotional involvement. Sometimes going cold turkey is super hard. So we're going to let's see what slowly detaching looks like. So in 5 steps, we're going to break it down. Number one, we're going to stop checking his socials, stop watching his story, because guess what? Out of sight means out of emotional spiral. Yep. Number two, cut that late night conversation. You're not an emotional convenience. Here's what I'll tell you, and it took me years to realize this. If a man wants you, you're going to be on his schedule during the day, normal business hours. Usually the girls that gets the late night calls, I promise you, he's already done put his potential wife to bed because he knows he cannot call her after 9 o'clock because she's not available. That is a woman that's making a clear announcement, even though she's not saying it, that look, I have stuff to do tomorrow. You are not my main priority, especially if you're not my husband. You cannot call me. You cannot gain access to me after 9 o'clock. There's nothing that we should be talking about. You should be in bed in your PJs, probably wrapping up a movie, just done your skincare, whatever. You may call 9 o'clock just to say goodnight or whatever, but no late night conversation. I promise y'all. He's going to focus on the woman that he really cares for during the day. And there is a little bit of leniency with that if it is a healthy relationship. But most times, if you're trying to detach in this way, it's not a healthy relationship. So there's no reason to talk at after 9 o'clock. Number 3, we're going to start journaling, right? Instead of texting him, we're going to start writing. This energy needs to be processed and not pour into a man that is emotionally unavailable. It's that simple. All right, number 4, start doing things you used to do before you met this man. Who were you before him? Doing things that you like. For me, every single day, I take 30 minutes to myself in the bathroom and take a bubble bath. Really fancy with all the bath bombs and all that stuff. I do not want to see my husband. I do not want to see my children because that time is for me. Number 5, I want you to go ahead and please follow me in this one. Go ahead and create yourself a playlist, a boundary playlist. Listen, a playlist is going to literally get you into your done settling bag, sis. I promise. Okay. What happens when he notices you're pulling away? He might notice the shift. He might try to test the waters. He may even go ahead and send you like a hey text. He might like your story, like your post on Facebook, Instagram. But guess what? Interest does not equal investment. So just because he noticed that you went ghost, or just because he noticed your absence, it does not mean that he's ready to show up the way you need him to. He may notice that you're silent. He may notice that you're not really texting, you're not really talking, but does that mean that you pour back into him? Your job and your only job here is to protect your peace, not keeping the door cracked for confusion. We're not doing that. Okay. So besties, I just want to leave you with this. You are the prize. If you're not hearing it, if you're having a hard time believing it, anytime you're ready, just come back to my channel and listen to this video. And remember, look at me telling y'all, you are the prize. I want to leave you guys with this. You're not going to chase love. You're not going to chase closure. And most of all, you're not going to chase anyone who is unsure about you. You choose yourself, you detach with grace, you level up in silence, and when someone is aligned and consistent, they will not leave you guessing. I want y'all to remember that. So here's your challenge for this week. Write a letter to the version of you that clung to have love. Burn it and let her go. Number 2, unfollow or mute one person. I want you to just find one person that is constantly draining your energy and unfollow or mute them. And the last thing is create yourself a detachment playlist. Okay, I want you to title it as Done Settling or Detachment Playlist. Okay, leave a comment below and let me know your top 3 favorite songs, because yes, I want to hear it. And if this episode spoke to you, please don't forget to share this episode with another woman who needs a reminder too. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Each time you do, you help another woman to protect her peace and know her worth. Until next time, remember, detach with love, protect your peace, and you were never hard to love. They were just not ready. See y'all in the next one.